Hello and welcome to The Woo with Amber. In this podcast, we explore the mystical, the intuitive, the magic, and the alternative. And we bring that together with some more mainstream offerings, things that I found have been really supportive in helping me to more deeply trust in my intuitive self, trust in my body. I'm your host, Amber. And I feel really lit up when I get to support people more deeply diving into their intuitive selves, more deeply trusting their bodies, being able to take that information and transform into that next level of desire that lives within them. In today's episode, I'm really excited. I have a special guest, Amy Melissa. You want to say hello?
Hello.
And I decided to bring her on because I've been following her on Instagram. And she just recently started a new Instagram page, and I have been so in love with it. It is such a nourishing, beautiful little nugget on Instagram. I've been off it for actually a year and a half and recently came back on, and she then recently started her Instagram account. And whenever she has a post, I totally eat it up. I love listening to her content. I find that she's coming from a place of a really grounded, intuitive, like the energy is so clean and it's so wonderful to just listen. And her invitations for connection are also really lovely. And Amy isn't new to me. Amy is actually, she hooked me in with her Facebook way back. I believe we were both maybe in a challenge together, the Gabby Bernstein challenge.
Oh,
And
probably.
and I started following her, and she was offering through her Facebook free meditations and free Reiki and free card pulls, and I was just loving her energy. Eventually, I felt the call to have some sessions with her, and they were absolutely lovely. I've been in her intuitive groups. I have had, and I currently am having one-on-one sessions with her because she just does a wonderful job of offering me the opportunity to check in with my own intuition, but then her intuition is also there to help me like to ground into like, yes, this is what you are feeling and this is what I am feeling, and it's the same. Like we can trust that this is an intuitive line alignment. And Amy, how long have you been doing this now?
Gosh. I think the Facebook kind of stuff, it's probably been a little over 10 years.
Oh
Um,
wow.
lots of pivots and
Yeah.
changes, but yeah.
And you also have YouTube. How long have you been on YouTube for?
Yes, YouTube is probably even longer than that, which if you scroll down on my YouTube, you will find all kinds of things that are not a nice little package like my Instagram now is.
Yeah. And how long have you been connected with your intuition, feeling the call to offer intuitive support for other people?
Yeah, probably. I think 10 years ago is really when I got into Reiki, and then that's where I started really trying to help people. But then as my skills have developed and I've been following my own intuitive nudges,
Hmm.
I've been able to help people a lot more, which is fun.
I love that. Yes, you've been so supportive for me in so many different ways. So I'm so grateful that you continue to follow those nudges. So I am curious to know, like today I want to dive into Instagram.
Yep.
I've been following her, and she brought up the idea of, well, why aren't you on Instagram, Amber? Like I'm curious why you don't feel like it's an alignment. And I remember her saying that, and it really it triggered my mind. My mind was like, oh my fuck, am I doing something wrong? Like I should be on Instagram. Like she's on Instagram and she's making it look delicious and fun and supportive. And I'm on Instagram previously, and it started to feel heavy and sticky and just like it was taking more than it was giving from me. And there was so much pressure of seeing how other people were creating content and feeling that pressure of how I should be creating content or how much content I should be creating. And it didn't feel good for me. So my Instagram journey was I'm not sure when I joined Instagram or even when I created my business Instagram. Let's say, because my business started around 2017, 2018. I was on Facebook first, and then I jumped over to Instagram. Let's say maybe 2020. Actually, probably after 2020, I then started a business Instagram. And at first, it felt really good. And I was having a lot of fun, and I was just like letting it flow and just whatever I felt aligned to share. But then there got to be a point where it felt like it was like running the show for me. Like I was feeling like I needed to create content or be present in case someone like sent me a message. And if I didn't answer immediately, then they would like disappear and everything would be just a lot of pressure put on it. And so it was 2023 in the summer. I was around June. Seems like June, usually something drops into like let something go. It was like time to let go, like delete, deactivate, delete your Instagram and delete your Facebook business pages. And I was like, what the fuck, intuition? Like that doesn't make sense. That's not how, like, these are free platforms. People are watching what I'm putting out there. Where else am I going to sell my stuff if I'm not on Instagram or Facebook? This makes no sense. I don't understand. But on the flip side, I was definitely in that season of trusting my intuition more. And so I took what felt like a scary leap and I deleted it. I remember my girlfriend who was supporting me at the time, Lorna, was like, "Oh my God, Amber, like I can't believe you're deleting your Instagram." And I was like, "I know, but it felt really good." And it was 100% an energy suck for me. And it was taking more than it was giving. So there was an alignment there. And right now, I find watching you, my mind is starting to spin around again and be like, well, should we be on Instagram? Should we be on Facebook? Should we be doing more than this podcast? This isn't enough. Like, who's going to find you? They say, whoever they are, the theys, that no one's going to find your podcast if you're not funneling them in from other places. Yet my intuition continues to say when I like get grounded back into it that like, no, like that's not where you're meant to be right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yet here you are walking in, strutting in, and a very nourishing, like I was just reviewing your chart and you have so much Cancer. So of course you have that nourishing, nurturing energy to you. And I just love your Instagram post. So what intuitive nudge brought you into Instagram? And then how are you looking to do it differently and to support people to do it differently?
Yeah, great questions. And I relate so much to your story too. You might not know, but I actually used to have a different Instagram. I had a personal
Oh,
Instagram and I had a business Instagram. And I also deleted both of them years ago. So and same, I was building it up and at first it felt so fun and I was like trying to make it pretty. So because you always, I mean,
mm-hmm.
speaking of it's like, oh, you want your page when they click on you to look like so beautiful and like have an aesthetic. And it felt good for a little while. I was like building a following on there. This is for my like teaching people how to use their own intuitiveness to get their spiritual guidance. And at one point, same, it just started feeling sticky and heavy and it didn't feel good anymore. And I deleted that and my regular one. And the same thing, I was like, really? You want me to, all this hard work I
Mm-hmm.
poured into this account and the people I'm connecting with? And I was like, it wasn't aligned anymore. And same thing, I was like, okay, I'm gonna listen. I trust. It was at a point where I also was trusting my intuition by then. Totally got rid of it. And then a little before I made the business Instagram that I have now, I had opened a new personal Instagram only for people I actually know and only to share memes between like my husband and my best friend. That's literally what my personal Instagram is for. And then I was doing that and I kept feeling like there were a few times I was on Instagram and I'd see like a few other people's Instagram feeds and that looked really clean. And I was like, I feel like I could do this in a different way. And I was feeling
Mm,
that for months before I got the yes to actually do it. And it was like really, the last time I did it, it did not feel clean. It felt just like whatever was on my mind, I kind of put on there. But this time, and I had no set schedule or anything. This time it was very much like it's going to be clean, meaning like one idea and then only 3 posts a week. So that's how I'm doing it, where it feels not overwhelming. Also, I think I had told you before, but I did channel out a like 3 week posting schedule. So
hmm
it's like 3 days a week for 3 weeks, and then you just repeat it. And so that's what I'm playing with. So first of all, thank you for all your kind words about my Instagram. Because like anything, I put it out there and then I'm like, does this make any sense? Is this even what it's nice to hear that reflected back, that what you feel when you look at it. But I feel like I am doing a really good job this time of, even if I feel like, oh, it might be fun to put this up or that up, I'm sticking to the like schedule that I made. I know that's in alignment and I
Oh,
know,
you know why?
yeah,
Sorry to cut you off. So
yeah,
I
do
was
it.
looking at your human design, and all your arrows are facing left, which means structure, 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 structure. So it makes a lot of sense that your intuition needs to fit within a structure that your
Hmm.
generator heart loves.
Yep.
Otherwise, it's not going to work for you.
Hmm.
So I love that. Continue.
Yeah. And that's, well, it's funny because I'm also, like you said, on Facebook and YouTube, and that has felt really messy. It's still,
Mm,
I still was getting like, I'm intuitively meant to be on there and sharing things, but I cut way back on what I was sharing on there. And literally, like the other night, it just like clicked. I love when it's something so obvious that you're like, why did that even have to be some sort of epiphany? But I was like, why am I not doing what I started doing on Instagram, on YouTube and Facebook? Like, just in a very clean way. You have the social media like template of what post to do and the amount. And in the past, it's been very, my Facebook and YouTube are very intuitively all over the place. It's like, we're going to talk about crystals, we're going to talk about Reiki, we're going to talk about spirit guides, everything. It's like, it's a great resource. And I did ask I checked in, says like, why didn't I do this from the start on YouTube and Facebook? Like, it would have felt so much more clean and like not noisy. But it was like, it's meant to be up there. So now it's a resource, which is great. But I am moving forward. I think starting on Monday, I'm gonna switch up how I'm interacting with Facebook and YouTube and kind of
mm.
model what I'm doing on Instagram. And I think it's gonna feel a lot better over there.
Based on your human design, I'm going to say yes.
I'll
your
take it.
your
I'm
human
here for
design is
it.
100% like I need structure, 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 structure. Please do not
So
flow.
funny.
Well, I mean, obviously, just structure. How would I put it? It's what I would say I'm needing as well. A little bit more of is structure, so the intuitive can flow within.
Exactly.
Structure to keep your mind happy and you grounded and you're in that good place, and then you can add the like you can flow within that.
Yes. And then there's less of the, should I do more? Should I do
Mm-mm,
this? Why don't I do, it's like, no, no. These are the guidelines, these are the boundaries. You don't need
mm-hmm,
to do extra. We're just sticking to the course. And then each post, the intuition can come in of like, okay, what am I meant to share around within these parameters?
mm-hmm. I love it. So what made you desire to get back on Instagram? Like, was it you said it's been building for a while. So was it a mind thing of like, should I be on Instagram? Should I be on more platforms? Or how did it first flow to you?
Yeah. So I it's also a totally different kind of business bridge. So my Facebook and my
Mm,
YouTube are very much, I teach people how to get the spiritual guidance themselves. Um, so that's what it's like. Those are I and I it was not aligned to take that same business bridge and do it on Instagram. It was like, don't even bother with that. That's just extra work. What wanted to be on Instagram was a way to separate kind of the two different bridges that I have right now for my business in a way to be like, for these buckets of people, it's Facebook and YouTube. And for a different bucket of people, I started running local networking events. So I've been working with a lot of entrepreneurs. And one thing I've noticed as I get to actually talk with them in person, crazy thought, is how much of them have so much trouble with social media and showing up and doing it in a way where they're not burning themselves out, or doing it in a way they're like afraid to even go on it. They don't know what to post, or I look at their social media and they're not sharing. Like I look at their whole page and their face isn't on there. There's no videos of them talking. I don't even know I'm not even sure it's them, that it's like just their
Mm,
brand name. And so my Instagram is a place where I can help those entrepreneurs really align their social media in a way that makes sense for them, in a way so people can actually see them. Um,
mm,
so it was kind of like I felt like I was meant to help those people, but not get messy in the Facebook, YouTube sphere yet, and have a totally new clean slate, fresh energy, not trying to like drag people over that aren't meant for that platform or that business bridge.
yeah. Ooh, I love that. And I feel that I think that's maybe why my energy was like totally implode your business, delete everything
Mm-hmm.
and start fresh,
Yep.
because
Mm-hmm.
there needs to be some, like you said, pulling in people, not trying to drag people to the next thing, but
Mm-hmm.
actually just like let it be its own little magnetizing, because generators and manifesting generators, we magnetize people to us,
Mm-hmm.
make it clean for that energy of that person that we're desiring to support.
Yeah. Yeah. And then it's really, I feel like I've said so many times. So if you, it's like that clean, being able to have it be a clean energy place and not, yeah, all this extra stuff. Cause I know when I interact with social media, it's like I kind of like knowing what I'm going to get on this person's profile. It's like I know if I go to you, I'm going to get X, Y, and Z. And
Yeah.
it's not like it's not just this random like, because obviously we can all help each other with so many different things. Like the
Mm-hmm.
entrepreneurs, yes, I'm like helping them with their social media, but there's so much more that goes into it. But I think if we can get it like try to be like a specific thing and not a messy hodgepodge of what I've done in the past.
But your messy hodgepodge still found people.
Yeah, it was great. I think it was very much aligned at the time. And I think now I'm just pivoting in a way that's going to serve the next people that I'm meant to. If you know what it feels like, it feels like what I've done so far on Facebook and YouTube has been like community service. In like a good way, because it helped me too. I mean, I learned so much I've posted so many videos, so many live like Facebook lives. Like there's been so much growth and learning in what I've done, and being able to share so much information with people that now it's like, okay, that's all done. It's like that library's preserved if anyone wants to go do it. But now I'm just about like the clean energy with more boundaries.
Mm-hmm. I like that. And we've talked about that. I'm having a similar desire. I'm not sure how it's going to birth through me yet, but I have a more clean, like it's just one message, the same
Hmm.
message, just said a bunch of different ways, but the energy is clean. It's like this is the like dialed in where we're going to focus.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And even just knowing, like on my Instagram, I know I'm connecting with people on Instagram. I'm sending them to one like aligned business check-in thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sending them either if they want to work one-on-one with the social media coaching, and that's it. On my like normal like Facebook website, I've got like 12 freebies that all have their own email sequences, and it's
Yeah.
like I don't even know what's on there anymore. So yeah,
Yeah. Yes. I can feel it's even messy. You just even talking about it, I can see the like, it's like restricting the flow of your energy, which is super
there
interesting.
you go.
Yeah, there you're back. We need to get out of that energy.
I'm like, your internet is unstable. I'm like, oh yeah.
Hmm. You're feeling unstable with all of that. But that is just, that can go, that can live over there. And
Yep.
maybe someday you'll clean it up, but right now it
Yep.
just gets to live there.
Yep. Right now it's just there for the people that want to access it, and that's totally fine.
Hmm. Beautiful. Hmm. What else am I curious to hear about your Instagram? Hmm. It doesn't feel good. Like it's been feeling good to create.
Yeah, it's funny because it's like, it feels exciting again, which is fun. It's
Ooh.
like looking at the template. So what I'm doing right now, I think I told you, is I made the template and I'm walking myself through it. I want to go through it for 3 months and then I'm going to start really bringing people through it. But
Hmm.
like I want my own experience of going through it first. And then I'm gonna, like I said, gonna go bring myself through it on Facebook. So I'll get to do it on both platforms. But and it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday right now. So it's not like every day I don't need to be making a post or creating it. But every day, time when I go to look at the template, I'm like, ooh, what do I get to do today? It's like, it feels like an adventure of like, oh, what's today's activity? And because I created the template intuitively, but I created it, it's like, I know none of it feels like a chore.
Okay.
It's like a fun adventure of, oh, what am I going to share? Is this going to resonate with people? Is this the other thing I started doing because I'm like, I want to model this for other people. And this could be more of just how I like consuming content. But I like when I can see who's talking to me. I like being
Mm.
able to see their face. I like I like that. It helps me connect with them more. So what I started doing at the my first few posts, it's like normal like carousel slides with text on them, and now everyone is just like my face or me talking, and it's like not because like, oh, I think I'm all special or anything. It's just like I want, when my post comes up in their feed, I want them to immediately know it's me.
Mm.
So because I think when we're on Instagram, it's like I know when I'm scrolling, if it's not them and it's not a really obvious, like I don't have like obvious branding or anything, so I feel like it would be helpful if you know right away who that person is. And I think, especially if you're showing up as you actually are and not like getting ready for the post or the video, I feel like we just need more of that, like real people
Hmm.
showing up.
Yes, because we were also talking about this before we started recording, that most of us are going to Instagram looking for connection. And so the ability to see someone, I feel like, gives you that next level of connection versus just watching, yeah, it looks pretty and
Hmm.
it helps you continue to doom scroll as you scroll
Yep.
past not people and no connection. But I have found that since you brought that up, the idea that we go to Instagram looking for connection, I've tried to make a point more often to, if I'm desiring that connection, why not text a friend or message my mom or go go create that connection in a different way, because typically, I don't know if it's the case for you, but a lot of times Instagram isn't meeting that need in the end. Like I get like maybe a quick like dopamine hit and I'm kind of like
Hmm.
feeling it for a second, but
Yep.
it's only maybe one-sided, and there's like, yeah, just not that deeper connection, that I want to say hollowness that comes.
Yep. Yep.
Yet
Totally.
on the flip side, there Instagram does create the opportunity. Like for example, with you, I I was sharing your Instagram post with friends, and then it creates a conversation to be able
Hmm.
to talk with them and connect with them. So there is still that opportunity for connection. And like you said, you created your Instagram, your personal one, so you could share memes with your husband
Yep. Yep. That's all it's for.
and your friends. I definitely, there is that social piece still there, but I do really like that like you said, you're adding your face. And I agree. Like I get some emails, some like newsletter emails, and I'm like, who are you? If they don't have their picture in the newsletter,
Yep.
because I'll have signed up, but I don't know their, like you said, their branding very well, or they're just new to me, and I'll be like, who is this?
Yep, because you don't always know their name. It's like I'll get that too. It'll show up their name is sending you, and I'm like, I know I probably signed up for something
Yeah.
that I was really into at some point, but I have no idea who you are. And then I read the email and I still don't know who you are. And I think if we're more upfront with who we are before they opt in to something like that too, and then in your email, yeah, like have your face at the bottom or
Yeah.
I think I think it helps so much. I think so many people kind of just hide behind the pretty like the pretty Canva images, which are beautiful. But
Yeah.
I will say it's
Just
also easier. Did you just make one with pretty Canva?
yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
literally just sent a
beautiful.
newsletter, all Canva images.
I mean, it's beautiful. I will say it's been easier now that I'm not using like the pretty Canva things. I can make posts so much faster. Because I'll just do like a 2 minute video or like a quick few pictures, and then I don't have to figure out like the font colors and all that.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's fun to do, but sometimes I'm like, I just want to get the post up.
Yeah. Fair enough. And yes, totally agree. Your face makes me happy. I see your smiling face with your posts, and I'm like, oh yay, another one. I can't wait what comes through today to share. So yes, I think it is really aligning to have your yourself, your energy, and then also it allows people to like feel your energy, and they're either like, yes, I like Amy's energy, or no, Amy's
Yeah.
not for me,
Or
and that's
no,
okay.
she's not what I'm into. Also
Yeah.
totally fine. But I think it's also better to know that up front. I'm like, okay, I don't want to follow this girl anymore. It's like,
Yeah.
good, go learn somewhere else.
Yeah.
I'd rather you know that now before you get like a bunch of my emails or something, and then you're like, who is this?
Yeah. Unsubscribe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to share about Instagram or your experience with it?
I love how I'm like checking in. Is there anything else I want to share? No, I get a no.
Yeah. It's feeling.
I think it's just really the clean energy. I guess the only other thing would be how, at least for me, it is really important to have my own boundaries around social media and how many times I'm clicking onto the app and checking things, or um, when I checked in on like what's most aligned for my week, it was like most aligned to take at least one day completely off social media every week. So it's usually Saturday or it's usually Saturday. Yeah. I'm like, hold on. So usually Saturday, I won't go on social media at all, especially not my business stuff. And that for me is so helpful. And I do my best. I do not always follow it, but my aligned guidance is always like 3 times a day when I am working, like check it once in the morning, get back to anything, maybe midday, and then one time before I get my kid from school. And then I don't always listen to it, but when I do listen to that, it's like it feels like a much nicer, healthier relationship.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense.
But like caveat, I clicked on Instagram probably like 50 times already today. So, you know, I don't always follow it.
Yeah. Do you get notifications for your,
No,
yeah, I'm the
I
same
shut
way.
all my, yeah, that's another thing. It's funny, I forgot that you can even have notifications. Yes, I shut all notifications off. I don't have Facebook on my phone. I do have Instagram on my phone because you can't do everything on the
Hmm.
app on the computer. If I could, I would have it off my phone. But yeah, no notifications has helped a lot.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. It's been really supportive because yeah, every time, and 90% of the notifications are usually not,
No,
don't
someone
don't
tagged
need your
you,
yeah.
someone tagged everyone.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
Unnecessary.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, beautiful. I
Yeah.
guess so. What is your Instagram offer? What is
Oh,
your, what is it? How are you looking to support people?
yeah. So my favorite thing I'm doing right now on Instagram, besides just testing out my template and seeing how that works with people, I do have an aligned business check-in. It is $37 and it's really neat. You can do it on paper and email it to me, or there's like a Google form you fill out and you fill out everything in your business, that things that are going well, things that you're kind of stuck on, things you have questions about, where you're hoping to get clarity. And then I do a little mini intuitive reading,
Ooh,
just helping people work through any stuck points, any decision points, and then just whatever comes up when I read their stuff, of kind of giving them clarity on their next steps. So
ooh,
that's,
that sounds so good.
it's been really fun. Yeah.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. It's like it's something I would have wanted. That was my other thing. I was like, what would I want if I was, my person, which was
Mm-hmm.
just me, like, a year ago or something. And I was like,
Yeah.
if I could just type out all the things on my mind in my business, and someone could intuitively check in to my energy and my business's energy, and then just like hand it to me,
Mm-hmm.
like, yes,
Yes.
please.
Yes. Everyone's yes, please.
Yeah, so that's my main thing on there right now.
I feel like everyone that is going to listen to this is going to sign up for a $37 reading
Yeah.
because that sounds amazing. You get to like the the feeling of just like getting it off your chest and typing it out first of all will feel so delicious, and
Yes.
then to have someone intuitively check in for you, and especially if you're an intuitive and you're like, I think I this is what,
Yep.
and then they're like, yeah, yeah, which is
And
my favorite
that's
part of working with you.
And that's what I normally find with, yeah, I mean, you're so tapped into your intuition. So like it's always so great. But I will find even the people who don't practice intuition on purpose, when
Mm-hmm.
I connect with most entrepreneurs, they are so just like instinctively intuitive and they have no idea. And it's like, I'm thinking about this, or this doesn't feel good, and blah, blah, blah. And it's like,
Yeah.
you're right on, you're right on, you're right on. But yeah,
Yeah.
having someone be able to reflect that and then see if there's any blind spots, obviously, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah. It's
Okay,
fun.
so that's your one offer. Is that your only offer through your Instagram?
Then I do have, um, I can do one-on-one coaching for like bringing people through. I have one person I'm doing now, and then I'll be offering it more obviously, but bringing people through my template and then helping them align their social media. So connecting with their energy, their business's energy,
Yeah.
and like really getting granular on like what kind of posts are most aligned for you. Is it just video? Is it video carousel? What topics? So just really working closely on getting their social media in alignment with both their energy and their business's plan.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
That
which
sounds
is
also
fun.
very
Yeah,
supportive.
it's fun too.
Yeah.
It's like an adventure because you never know what's going to come up, like what is going to be in alignment for them. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Very
it's
cool.
fun.
I love that. And so those are your two offers through your Instagram at this
Yep.
point. And then do you want to talk about your other part of your business?
Yeah, I mean, I can share for so anyone who's not a entrepreneur
Mm-hmm.
or owner of some social media account for business, if there's someone who wants to learn how to the get their own intuitive guidance themselves, that's where I have my membership, Spirit Guide University, and we meet 3 times a month and we work on all kinds of things on using all kinds of tools, pendulums, Reiki, intuitive writing, crystals, and just really working on what what's unique for them to allow them to receive their own spiritual guidance so they can live the life they came here to live.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I love it. Well, where can people find you, Amy?
Yeah. We have Facebook. I probably should have written down. I'm gonna have to send you the links. One of my Amy Melissa over on Facebook. I'm also Amy Melissa on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think I'm Amy dot Melissa on Instagram, but
Okay.
there is an extra S. Normal Amy Melissa was taken.
Mm.
Yes, Amy dot Melissa, but there's three S's. Tried
Very
a lot
cool.
of things first.
Yeah,
That was the best we could work with.
that felt the best.
Yes. I'm like, really? That's really what you want me to put? Okay.
Yeah. And then your website, what's your website?
Oh, yep. Then my website is amymelissadame.com.
Okay, perfect. And I'll add all of that to the show notes so that people can just click and find you. But yeah, this was really wonderful.
Yeah, it was fun. It's
Yeah,
always fun talking to you.
yeah. And I really appreciate you sharing your process with Instagram. And I feel like, yeah, you will come back for another episode and share about your origin story into the woo because
Oh,
I
yeah.
am so curious and I'm sure it will be
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
ooh, okay.
Until
Oh,
next time.
until next time, yeah, we'll leave the little mic drop or the like hit cliffhanger for the next time we get together. So thank you.
Yay.
And thank you to all the listeners who tuned in today and listened to me and Amy talk about alignment in your business, alignment through Instagram. I so appreciate, and I'm sure Amy appreciates you too, tuning
Yes.
in and
Thank you.
listening
Thank
to
you.
her
Thank you.
share. And I really hope that something intuitive and magical flows to you today.
So good.
Take care. Mm.